Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Flower Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening from the Martinsburg Fieldhouse for West Virginia High School boys basketball action on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 and the WRNR TV YouTube channel. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me on the call is Dylan Bishop. Our camera crew, Tyler Strine, Ethan Elliott, and Vernon Dale Piquel. Back at the studio is Kyler High, as tonight we have a rematch of Friday night's game that we had for you. This time at Martinsburg as the Bulldogs host the Spring Mills Cardinals. Our pregame show is brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. As I mentioned, Dylan, it's a rematch from Friday's game, 84-59, the final score. Spring Mills got the win over Martinsburg, and expect, honestly, much of the same here today. How could you not when it's 3 days later?
Right, Spring Mills absolutely exploded in the first quarter of that game on Friday, made 8 3-pointers, and just never looked back from that point. Martinsburg didn't get the ball inside to Micah Green as much as you would have thought they could have with no Xavier Anderson in the lineup, and, well, they should have took advantage of that while they could have, because it sounds like Xavier Anderson is back in the starting lineup with no limitations tonight. So you're not going to have Micah Green matched up against the smaller guys so often like you did on Friday. You're going to have Xavier Anderson guarding him near the rim, and you're going to have to deal with that matchup on the other end as well. So we'll see what sort of difference Martinsburg can make. You know, the Cardinals coming in here don't have the home court advantage. Maybe players aren't going to go supernova from three-point range like they did in the first quarter on Friday. And the rest of the game past that first quarter was pretty competitive if you just look at the straight numbers, but Spring Mills might have taken their foot off the gas, played that one in second gear for a good portion of it. You never know. So tonight, if Xavier Anderson is back in the lineup, does Spring Mills just look like the absolute machine that we know that they can be?
Well, we were told he is, so unless something changes at the last second, we anticipate he's playing tonight, and not only playing, but starting for Spring Mills, officially back from that injury. You can still see, though, if you're tuned in on TV10 or the YouTube stream, fingers still taped up, so something maybe still bothering him a little bit, but he's good enough to play. We'll hear from Coach Layton a little bit about that on the other side of this break, and we'll also hear from Coach Dave Rogers of the Martinsburg Bulldogs as well for our coaches' pregame interviews. You're tuned into West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We're back in 2 minutes.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. We're Mansion Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
We welcome you back here on Talk Radio WRNR TV10 and the WRNR TV YouTube channel. About 8 minutes left here in pregame warm-ups for Spring Mills and Martinsburg here tonight. So let's get our coaches' pregame interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first at Parsons.
First joined by the head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Dave Rogers. Coach, quick turnaround for your team. Friday, you guys fell to Spring Mills. Tonight, you take them on once again. Let's look back at Friday's game. Overall thoughts on that matchup?
Well, there's no question. We didn't play well. I thought they played extremely well. They were 16 for 28 from three-point land. They just had a hot shooting night. They shot 59%. We shot 60%, but we turned the ball over 19 times. They're shooting threes, we're shooting twos. I thought after the first quarter, we pretty much played with them, but the first quarter, 32-10, really put us in a hole. And, it's one of those things where you've got to come ready to play every night. And for some reason, we gave up a lot of threes, and we can't do that. We've got to hang on to them. We've got to play good defense. We've got to run our offense. And the other fact is Micah didn't touch the ball very much in that first quarter. And that's due to two things. We sometimes didn't look for him as much as we should have. And the other side of that is he needs to work harder to get open inside so we can get him the ball, because our offense has to go from inside out. I mean, when you got a player like Micah Green, it's got to go through, the play's got to go through him. So tonight's another night. Tonight's a chance for us to really see if we can come back and play hard and do what we're supposed to do. And, the good thing is we had practice Saturday morning, couldn't practice here. We've only got one gym, and we had another function that was scheduled in this gym. So we go to North Middle. Kevin Pitsenall so graciously allowed us to practice over there. And I really wasn't, after the 2-hour practice, I really wasn't planning on doing anything else. And I said, no, we need to watch some film, but we have to come back here to Martinsburg High to watch the film in the locker room. And because I didn't announce it ahead of time, I let it be volunteer. Didn't make it mandatory. Folks, boys, if you think it will help you, we'll go watch film. I'll supply the pizzas and the drinks, and we'll watch film, and we'll break it down so whoever wants to show up. Well, we had everybody show up but one, because he already had something planned. And I had something planned, and my wife said, Dave, if you need to meet with your team, I'm okay with that. So we had all our players there. We watched film. That tells you something about our players. That tells you something about how much they want to win, how much time they want to put in, and the dedication. And again, if we go and play what we need to do, we're going to be fine.
Well, you pretty much answered every other question there for me, Coach. Anything else you want to add?
No, we just have to come out tonight from that opening tip and not go down 32-10. I mean, that just demoralizes you when you get down that bad. And those things happen. I mean, for them, their efficiency shooting percentage was 75% on the stat sheet. So, they had a great night. I mean, they're a good basketball team. They can shoot the ball. They can handle the ball. But you know what? We're anxious to see, and I'm anxious to see, really, how we respond tonight.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Now joined by the head coach of the Spring Mills Cardinals, Shannon Layton. Coach, quick turnaround for your team. Get to play Martinsburg again here today after beating them Friday. Let's just go back to Friday and get your overall thoughts on how your team performed.
They played well. The game plan was to just run our sets, try to get back on defense, rebound as a team, and at the end of it all, I think they checked all the boxes, and we did pretty well and came out with a victory.
First quarter was just an absolute onslaught, especially from three-point range. Half your guys' threes in the game came in that first quarter. Just, tell us about that quick start and how it kind of went on.
Well, again, if these guys just run our offensive sets, they're set up to get some open looks, and that's what happened on Friday. They just run through our sets, and they know when to take the shot when it's there. And again, a lot of the shots that we had that quarter, they were all open shots, so you have to take them.
With it being a quick turnaround, how much do you guys try to change or tweak anything, if any, especially on top of the fact of how well Friday night went?
Well, we made a few adjustments, but typically we do what we do at the end of the day. So whatever our game plan was last week, it's pretty much the same this week. And if we got to adjust on the fly, then we will.
Then big thing here for today, Xavier Anderson back in the lineup for you guys starting after a few weeks off with a injury. What are you hoping to see from him finally back out on the floor in a game-type atmosphere?
My goal with him is to just be a leader out there. Obviously, I need some rebounds out of him and some defense. They have a big guy on the team there, so hopefully we can match up a little better with him tonight.
I know it was only a hand injury, but are there any limitations for him, or is he a full go?
He's a full go. Again, he got cleared today, and no limitations, so we're going to let him loose.
All right, anything else, Coach?
That's it.
Thank you.
That was our coach's pre-game interviews. We'll step aside, take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll get to our keys of the game and starting lineups. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
We welcome you back here to Martinsburg High. Let's now get our keys of the game brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit their website, FordHagerstown.com. Quickly here before our starting lineups, Dylan, your keys of the game for tonight.
Well, Coach Rogers from Martinsburg mentioned 19 turnovers on Friday. They got to hold on to the ball. They got to be able to move out and move the ball fast in transition and get those easy points, not give Spring Mills extra possessions. And Spring Mills needs to slow down Micah Green in the paint. Even if Martinsburg didn't go to it very often on Friday night, they may change their plans tonight, and they've luckily got Xavier Anderson back to try to handle that problem.
Starting lineups brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team of Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, give them a call, 304-262-4222, or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. For Spring Mills, starting 5, number 2, Akwesi Opoku Achampong, number 3, Chase Jones, number 4, Tyler Jones, number 10, Xavier Anderson, and number 13, Hope Boakway. For Martinsburg, the same 5 as usual, number 3, Cody Chalice, number 5, Nykeem Thompson, number 15, Braden Amsler, number 22, Boston Todd, number 23, Micah Green. Go ahead, step aside, take one last 2-minute break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have opening tip for you between Spring Mills and Martinsburg here on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg takes it personally. Discover the difference an employee-owned dealership makes and experience the transparency, honesty, and care we provide every customer every mile of the way. And this month, drive off with an amazing deal on the Toyota you're looking for. CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome back to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse opening tip, brought to you by your local full-service archery pro shop, Fort Evans Archery in Wood. Call 304-229-7064. Visit them online at fortevans.com. Spring Mills in the black, Martinsburg in the white. Xavier Anderson for Spring Mills going up against Martinsburg's Micah Green here for jump ball. Referee blows his whistle, puts the ball up, and it is won by Micah Green. He gets it off the deflection, and his pass gets tipped as well by Anderson over to Todd as we are underway here at Martinsburg. Todd dribbling over on the right side, a few steps in front of the sideline, now passes to the top of the key for Thompson. Thompson drives in against Anderson, fadeaway jumper, in and out. Micah Green, though, gets the rebound right over Boakway and banks it in to give Martinsburg a 2-0 lead.
The hope for Martinsburg is that Spring Mills is going to switch everything on defense and get mismatches like Hope Oakway trying to box out Micah Green.
Poco Champong bounces pass over for Jones, who will give it to Xavier Anderson now at the top. Head fakes, drives past into the right side, and is caught with a walk. Turnover, Martinsburg gets the ball.
I saw Xavier Anderson coming off the injury, trying to start strong with a drive to the basket. Martinsburg just saw it coming and stopped him.
Todd brings it across midcourt, now passes to Micah Green down low. It runs right into Xavier Anderson, who immediately gets up and starts jawing. Is going to get a tech for it. Not even a minute into the game, our first technical foul against Xavier Anderson. And Coach Layton's almost out to midcourt. Not happy with that. There was a foul called before the technical. Believe a charge, not sure officially yet. It does look like that was the call against Micah Green, which, I mean, looked like it, clear as day.
Yeah.
But now it'll be Cody Shallis for the Bulldogs shooting the free throws here for the technical foul against Anderson.
Well, we saw a lot of trash talking on Friday night at Spring Mills. Tyler Jones and Braden Amsler got a double technical from each other. Xavier Anderson was doing a lot of talking from the bench towards Micah Green and Martinsburg in general. And the officials talk to each other. They know coming in what the temperature is going to be, and you can tell, I don't know what was said, but the officials basically said, we're not doing that tonight. We're setting the standard early.
Shallis missed the first free throw here at 7:09 in quarter number one, as I said. It's coming not even a minute into the game for our first technical foul of the night. Second free throw. He misses as well, so it's going to stay Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills nothing.
So it ends up just being a personal foul on Xavier Anderson and nothing else.
Yes, but Martinsburg still gets the ball here.
True. You do get the change of possession. No points out of that, but now Martinsburg gets a chance to get them.
Yep, Thompson looking for somebody to inbound to. Will throw it in the backcourt, and hustling over is Todd right in front of Martinsburg's bench, as that went way longer than he originally wanted it to be. There was some pressure provided on Apoko Champong that caused the inbound to be a little farther back. Shallis now with it, passing to Amsler at the left wing. He'll bounce pass down low for Micah Green. Guarded, of course, by Anderson. Those two size each other up. And Green now going to pass over and get called with a walk. So turnover by the big man for the Bulldogs will give the ball to Spring Mills.
I didn't notice the travel, but you could see Micah Green try to control himself a little more, not put all of his body weight into Anderson that time.
Akwesi off a screen, down low, drives the baseline, kicks it out in the left corner. Tyler Jones, three off the side of the rim, no good. Todd, though, steps on the baseline while trying to get the rebound and save it from going out of bounds. Unable to do so, Spring Mills ball. Apoko Champong to inbound here on the baseline. Bounce passes in to Boakway. Boakway goes into the paint, now out at the left elbow. Kicks it to Akwesi off a screen at the wing. And he's going to back off and reset the offense here for the Cardinals. Tries to split a double team, falls on the floor while still trying to hold his dribble. But a whistle blows with 6:20 here in the first, and a foul called against Thompson for the Bulldogs, his first team second for Martinsburg.
You see that Martinsburg, like a lot of teams, is going to blitz pretty much every pick and roll that Opoku Achampong is a part of. Try to get him to make a mistake, turn the ball over, make things hard for him. Tried to split it there, but fell through the contact.
Still 2-0, Martinsburg leading Spring Mills as Anderson with the inbound at the top. Picks up his dribble. Will hand it back to Boquay. He's going to immediately hand off to Tyler Jones, and his pass for Anderson goes through his hands and out of bounds on the far sideline, and that fires up all the Martinsburg bench and fans here in the stands after the technical a minute 50 ago.
Anderson does still have his fingers taped up. No minutes restrictions or anything. No limitations according to Coach Layton, but they are still taped.
Chalice bounce pass thrown away, intended for Todd down low. In transition, here's Anderson, and we're going to get a foul called while he was trying to dump it across to the left side. So it looks like this should be on the floor. No shot for Anderson. He's trying to play it off as if he should be at the free throw line, but won't be. That will be against Micah Green, and that's already his second. Opoku Achampong inbounds right to Jones, right wing three, again no good, and this time grabbed by Thompson, who looks down four and has Amsler in stride in transition, and we're going to get a goaltending for his layup that already hit the backboard on the right side, and Anderson went up to block it and hit it off the backboard again. He's trying to say that there wasn't a goaltending, but to me it looked like that hit the backboard first.
That's what it seems like. We've already had a lot of commotion about the officials today. I don't know how much of it has been justified from both sides.
Officials going to now convene with one another and send the teams over to their benches. You can see Coach Layton of Spring Mills right now wanting to go out and talk with the officials. He's about 2 feet away from them. They're going to break it up. One of them are going to go over and talk with Coach Layton right now. Now another and the third will join in. 5:42 left here in the first quarter. It's still Martinsburg 2, Spring Mills nothing. Not a lot of scoring, but still a lot going on here early on in the Martinsburg Fieldhouse.
A lot going on is the way to put it. Not in the way of points, but everywhere else. And just replaying it in real time does look like probably a good call on the goaltend.
But did they? Still waiting here. It looks like Spring Mills is going to get an inbound, but we haven't been informed if they counted the basket or not for Amsler.
It's very close. It's hard to tell. And honestly, the more I slow it down, maybe it was a clean block. It's very close. But I'm not noticing any sort of bounce back before the block from Anderson upon the replay.
This is taking a long time for the officials to figure out.
They're calling it Martinsburg ball, which I guess means no basket.
That does appear to be the case. Is Todd ready to inbound? Quickly inbounds it down low to Thompson. Puts up a shot. That goes around and in for Martinsburg, and now leads it 4-0 here against Spring Mills.
The ability of Nykeem Thompson to finish around the rim has been a big part of Martinsburg's success this year. Now they need it with Green already sitting down with 2 fouls.
Anderson down low, goes up with 2 hands and dunks it. Boquay with the assist, and that makes it 4-2.
And that's exactly what Spring Mills should absolutely hammer home with Micah Green on the bench with 2 fouls. Martinsburg is small now. Anderson can absolutely bully guys down low.
Amsler will hand it over to Thompson, who's going to pass to Todd. Todd standing just off the edge of the Martinsburg logo. Now give it to Anderson on the Amsler on the volleyball line. Amsler dribbles once, passes over to Myers at the left wing. Kick it into the corner now for Amsler. Give him a screen. Amsler takes a long 2 right in the face of Anderson. It's no good, but the tip-in is by Nykeem Thompson to make it 6-2 Martinsburg.
Thompson has really impressed as this year has gone on, like I said last time.
Now Todd's going to get called with a foul away from the ball down low as he was jockeying for a position with Xavier Anderson. So that's going to be Boston Todd's first foul with 4:30 left here in the first, and that's the team fourth for Martinsburg of the quarter, which means Spring Mills is one away from the bonus. Chase Jones gets the inbound pass at the top of the key, and his pass deflected, but we get a foul immediately called 3 seconds into this play as Boquay ran into, and that's going to be against Kevin Myers, his first, and there you go. Spring Mills already in the bonus.
We talked a lot about Martinsburg being very physical. And I think Spring Mills trying to get into the paint more often, something they didn't do a lot of, at least early on, against Martinsburg on Friday.
At least they should be in the bonus.
Coach Layton is trying to plead that case right now. And, yeah, now the officials are throwing up.
Yep, there's two on Green, one on Todd, one on Thompson, and one on Myers now. That's 5. So, Boquay for Spring Mills will go to the line to shoot 2 foul shots. First quarter is brought to you by, here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10, Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. To call 304-263-3361 as Boquay misses the first of these 2 free throws. First quarter also brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can go ahead, buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online, FordHagerstown.com. He makes the second free throw, and that makes it 6-3 Martinsburg. Still in the lead here against Spring Mills. Myers with it in the paint. Pivots around, gets past Anderson, goes up with the layup on the left side, but it's too low and rebounded by Xavier Anderson. He'll bring it across. Fires a pass over to Chase Jones at the wing. He'll hand it to Tyler Jones. He'll pick up his dribble now. Send a high pass over here near the scores table to Anderson, who's guarded by Myers. Myers trying to get a 5-second call as this pass now tipped to Apoko Champong. Ball on the floor. They tie each other up. Whistle blows. We're waiting to see what was called. 3:54 left here in the first. Martinsburg fired up on the bench here. Emotions running high.
Yeah, Martinsburg timeout.
The Bulldogs get a timeout, which meant they had possession, and they'll keep it on the other side of this 30-second break. You're tuned into West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
We welcome you back. Timeouts are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. It's Todd for Martinsburg. Catches the inbound in the backcourt, guarded by Akwesi Apoko Champong right at midcourt. He'll bring it across with a pass to Myers at the right wing. Dribbles once to the elbow, then hands it to Thompson, who's going to go across a screen down low now against Boquay. Will bounce pass it out back to Myers, who will immediately pass over for Todd. Todd sends a soft bounce pass to his left. It's received by Amsler. Amsler dribbles over, takes a step back 3 at the left wing. It's short off the side of the rim and rebounded by Chase Jones. Still 6-3, a low-scoring first quarter here compared to Friday nights. Martinsburg also leading Spring Mills right now. Apoko Champong will pass over to Anderson. Anderson wanted to hand it off to Jones, but it's stripped away by Amsler. Left side layup is good. Martinsburg leads 8-3, and now a long pass back the other way. Boquay let him too much. Goes out of bounds, turnover, Martinsburg ball.
Martinsburg absolutely has to be ruthless on the defensive end tonight, and Amsler picking off that pass, not only being ruthless, but being smart as well, and following up that ball to force it out of bounds against Boquay. They got to get those easy points in transition.
Thompson brings it across. We'll hand it now to Todd. Todd attacks, kicks out to Myers. Myers now at the left elbow. Stutters.
Yeah.
But we get a foul called away from the basket as Todd again got a little bit too physical here against Xavier Anderson. And Boston Todd picks up his second foul.
Todd forearmed, pushed his forearms out while setting the screen into Xavier Anderson. Maybe just to make sure it stuck since Xavier's the bigger guy. But Anderson leaned into the contact, you could say, away after the contact. He probably did not naturally fall to the floor, but he let his momentum take him to the floor.
Okoye with it for Spring Mills. Fires pass over to Kwesi, who takes a long three. It's no good, but he is fouled. And it's going to be Cody Chalice who knocked him down with the follow-through. So Kwesi Apoku-Achampong here will go to the free throw line with 3 shots. 2.5 left in the first. It's Martinsburg 8 and Spring Mills 3.
There's nothing to argue on that one. That's just not the proper closeout on a three-point shooter. Got into the landing zone of Akwesi.
Spring Mills, though, still with no three-pointers made here today as Akwesi makes his first free throw. You compare that, obviously, to the insane first quarter they had Friday, which they made 8 three-pointers here against Martinsburg.
I think the Bulldogs have definitely played better defense. The intensity is up. Being at home helps. That comfortable atmosphere helps. And Anderson being out for part of this quarter helps it as well, to where Spring Mills is also small like you are, but now he's checked back into the game with 2 fouls.
And that free throw up and good. That makes it 8-6 as he made all 3. So the lead for Martinsburg only now at 2. It's Myers with it. Pass over to Amsler. Amsler gives it to Stanley. A bounce pass over to Thompson. Bothway tried to go for the steal but couldn't. Thompson now drives the left side. His layup up around the rim and good. So you count it and the foul for Thompson, who's got 6 points now here. Makes it 10-6 Martinsburg and goes to the line for the and one opportunity.
I've really wondered how Martinsburg is going to find answers in the half-court offense for themselves with Micah Green on the bench. And Thompson might be that guy if they can get him on favorable matchups with Spring Mills switching all of their screens. They can get him inside on plays like that.
Free throw no good. 2 minutes left here in the first. It stays 10-6 Martinsburg, leading Spring Mills as Apoku-Achampong picks up his dribble, stuck, trying to find somebody to pass to as a Boakway wide open in the left corner. Head fake, drives in, now gives it to Jones, who's going to take a contested 2 and is fouled in the left corner. So he'll go to the line. That's going to be Amsler picking up his first foul. Foul differential, big one here so far in this quarter.
We drew a pretty tight crew tonight, I would say. It's not the type of crew that's going to let them play, be very physical. And that probably does work against Martinsburg just by their style of play.
Free throw finds its way through for Tyler Jones to make it 10-7. So far, you got 8 Martinsburg fouls, 2 Spring Mills fouls. Second free throw, knocked down by Jones. So that makes it 10-8. Martinsburg still in front here against Spring Mills. Minute 45 left in the first as Amsler goes down low. Stanley hands it to Thompson. Thompson layup from the right side, good. Give him 8 points now here for the Bulldogs to make it 12-8.
Thompson has to play the way that he is in these no Micah Green minutes for the Bulldogs.
Apoku-Achampong kicks it out to Chase Jones, who head fakes at the left wing, gets double teamed, so he'll give it to Anderson. Anderson sees the lane open and dunks it again for the second time tonight.
He's just clearly the best athlete on the floor.
And he just got drilled by an Amsler screen. Here's Myers with the floater, and that hits the rim twice, but he gets his own rebound, and he'll put it up and in off the glass.
I think the officials have picked up that every time Xavier Anderson goes to the floor, it's It's the biggest guy on the floor doesn't get knocked down every time he gets run into.
Apoko Champong with it, picks up his dribble, gives it to Chase Jones, who sends the extra pass into the corner for Tyler Jones. 14-10 our score, Martinsburg leading. Here's Anderson with the ball at the top of the key. He's going to take a long shot, and it is too long. Rebounded by Martinsburg. Amsler, transition three at the left wing. Off the side of the rim, no good. Chalice with the rebound down low, and he has it stripped away by Apoko Champong. Spring Mills with the 3v2. Tyler Jones catches the pass in the right corner. Now gives it to Anderson. Anderson down low, shot good. A lot of contact, though, with Amsler, and no call.
I'm a little surprised that didn't get a whistle. I'm meaning to look at the replay.
Under 10 seconds left. Here's Thompson at midcourt. Dribbles behind his back. It's double team trying to break it. Euro step layup. No good. Jones going to chuck it across, and that's short. So after a very entertaining first quarter with some intensity, some drama, it is Martinsburg leading Spring Mills 14-12. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be right back here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg takes it personally. Discover the difference an employee-owned dealership makes and experience the transparency, honesty, and care we provide every customer every mile of the way. And this month, drive off with an amazing deal on the Toyota you're looking for. CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
We welcome you back here on Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg, Comcast TV 10 and the WRNR TV YouTube channel. It is Martinsburg right now leading Spring Mills after one quarter by a score of 14-12. Colin McLaughlin here, Dylan Bishop alongside me, Tyler Strine, Ethan Elliott, Vernon Dale Paquel, our camera crew. Back in the studio is Kyler High. This one, a brutal one. Very physical. We had a technical foul called not even a minute into the game against Xavier Anderson, who's back from injury today. We're underway here in the second. Spring Mills ball. For Martinsburg, Micah Green, the big man, still on the bench with those two fouls, along with Boston Todd, who also have two fouls. Bounce pass down low. Chase Jones here against Bradley. Turns. Shot up no good. Gets his own rebound. The second attempt no good. But another offensive rebound. A save from going out of bounds. Great job there by Stovall to get it to Tyler Jones. And he'll put it up and in. He's got 4 points, and now we're tied at 14.
Martinsburg with the bigger lineup than they were using at the end of the first quarter when Micah Green was out. They got Carter Bradley in here now.
Chalice off the screen, catch and shoot. Three-pointer too long, no good. Ball, though, tipped out to Myers, who down low gets it to Stanley. Stanley with the space, puts up the shot. It clanks off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Spring Mills. Here's Akwesi back the other way. A layup good and gives Spring Mills its first lead of the night now at 16-14.
Very nice move by Akwesi for that layup.
He's got 5 points now for the Cardinals. Myers will pass to Stanley, who goes over for Chalice at the wing on the left side. Gives it to Bradley at the top of the key. And he'll hand it over to Thompson. Thompson, the right side, goes down low, head fake. Puts it up now on the shot. It's no good. Right over Jones and rebounded by Spring Mills again. Akwesi back in transition. Gives it to Chase Jones, who will pass it right back. They give it over to Anderson in the right corner. He'll finesse his way through the baseline, put up a shot while he's hitting the chest of Bradley, and that leaves it short. Rebounded by Bradley of Martinsburg. They go back the other way now with Myers. Myers picks up his dribble. Bounce passes down low for Bradley here against Chase Jones. He gets double teamed, so he'll pass out to Myers at the right wing. They'll dribble his way over to the Martinsburg logo and reset the offense. Bounce pass over to the right for Chalice. Dribbles once, now gives it to Bradley. Bradley, bounce passes down low. Chalice, right back out at the wing to Bradley. We'll give it to Stanley. Lengthy possession here for Martinsburg, trying to just space out this zone look for Spring Mills. Thompson passes over for Bradley again here around the perimeter. His pass almost off the feet of Chalice, but he's able to get it. Dribbles over to the right wing. Gives it to Myers. Myers, bounce pass over for Thompson. Still 16-14, Martinsburg leading Spring Mills. Thompson likes his matchup. Goes on the right side up for a shot. It's swatted out of bounds by Xavier Anderson, but it looks like a foul was called by one of the officials against one of the Joneses prior to the block by Anderson. That's going to be Chase Jones picking up his team first of the quarter here with 5:17 left in the second. That'll send Nykeem Thompson to the line.
This might be the portion of the game where you start to miss Kyla Villa a little bit. Having Carter Bradley out at the 5, it makes you play a little bit different than if you had Villa out there. Affects your defense, offense in the interior, your offensive rebound potential. They need to find ways to get Thompson on these smaller guards more often.
Thompson missed the first. Here's the second. That one, swish. That makes it 16-15 now. Spring Mills up by 1. Poku Champong left side gives it over to Tyler Jones. Corner 3, corner pocket. It's good. First three-pointer of the night for Spring Mills makes it 19-15.
And Spring Mills on the other side, it's felt like there hasn't been many open three-pointers here tonight. Bulldogs defense is a good portion of that, but they're going to have to find ways to get Tyler Jones those open looks.
Myers guarded against Stovall. Drives the right side. Layup too strong. Stanley gets it in midair. Puts it back up. And he gets rammed into by Stovall on the attempt. So he'll go to the line now with 4:44 left in the second quarter. That's Stovall's first, team second of the quarter for Spring Mills. Second quarter brought to you by the Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880 as Stanley misses the first free throw for Martinsburg. Second quarter brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg as well. Located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first at Parsons. It's the second free throw for Stanley, goes around the rim and in, making it 19-16. Poku Champong with it, off the made free throw. Passes to Anderson, he'll give it to Chase Jones, back over for Tyler Jones, now back to Chase, over for Akwesi here on the right side. He'll dribble just underneath the Martinsburg logo at midcourt now. Fires a pass over to Chase, into the corner again for Tyler Jones, another corner three. And this time it's no good, but Akwesi gets the rebound and will pass back out to Jones, who will give it to Chase Jones. Back to Akwesi, who thought about a 30-foot three but decided against it. Now gives it to Chase Jones, who fakes a pass to Stovall over in the right corner. Back to Poku Champong. Splits in, kicks it out. Wide open three at the right wing by Chase Jones. No good, but another rebound for Spring Mills. And it's Stovall who gives it to Chase Jones, who attacked the right side but lost it. And now it's Thompson to Myers. Layup rejected off the backboard by Anderson. Stanley tried to save it from going out of bounds off the body of Stovall, but the official says that Stanley was the last one to touch it, and it'll be Spring Mills' ball.
Xavier's chase down ability is just crazy. The amount of steps it takes for him to cross the entire floor, it's not much. He can get up and down the floor so fast. At that size, the leaping ability, the length, the strength, it's crazy.
Here's Anderson at the right elbow, dishes it down low, wide open in the paint's Tyler Jones, but he misses the bunny. Rebounded by Bradley, gives it to Stanley, goes to Thompson down floor. Thompson, spin cycle, layup, no good, contested by Anderson. We get a tie-up between Thompson and Stovall. Possession arrow. No, my apologies. Actually, a foul was called on the floor. So no jump ball.
So I thought Spring Mills, this is their opportunity to really extend the lead in this one. They're starting to figure out the Martinsburg zone look that they're getting on their offensive end, but not converting. Turning the ball over, not missing layups.
Pass over here to Stovall, right wing three, up and good to make it 22-16 for those, as Martinsburg uses its timeout that we're tuned into YouTube, maybe switching over to Comcast TV 10 or the radio side of things. We apologize for YouTube right now being down. We were informed that the high winds here in the area have currently knocked out the Wi-Fi back at the station. So again, our apologies for that. Hopefully Kyler back in the studios going to be able to get that back hopefully here soon, but kind of out of his control when it's wind causing the issue there to the Wi-Fi. So still here though right now, I believe on Comcast TV 10, unless that got knocked out, or the radio. So if you know anybody that was tuned in on YouTube, I know we had a lot of people watching there. Just have them, if they can, switch over to Comcast TV 10 if they have that. If not, to our Talk Radio WRNR 106.5 FM, AM 740, or talkradiowrnr.com. You can tune in online there.
Yep.
So 2:55 left here in the second quarter. It's Spring Mills 22, Martinsburg 16. Martinsburg with the ball. It's Amsler. Head fakes, drives right side. Layup off the backboard and then the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Tyler Jones of Spring Mills. Jones passes to Opoku Achampong. Gives it over to Chase Jones. Back over here to the right side to Equasi, who gives it to Stovall. Right corner three. Too strong. No good. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson will give it now to Myers. With 2:20 left here before halftime. Myers at the left wing passes to Stanley at the top of the key, who will hand it to Amsler. Amsler steps back and dribbles over. Now gives it to Thompson, who takes the three. It's too strong, no good. Rebounded by Anderson. And while we were trying to get a transition going here, see Amsler and Tyler Jones both fall to the floor with 2:06 left here in the second quarter. And that's going to be Thompson picking up the foul. And that's not a good sign here for Martinsburg. It's your leading scorer with 9 points, now with 3 fouls as well, with 2:06 left here in the second. So he'll take a seat on the bench to join Boston Todd and Micah Green, who both have 2 fouls each. And we see Key Adams check in for the first time here for the Bulldogs.
I just don't think the Bulldogs have been able to get Thompson the looks at the rim that he wants, been able to get him on the matchups.
Yet they're only down by 6.
They've hung with the defense. The defense has been very impressive. Only 22 points for the Cardinals.
Oh, here's Chase Jones changing that with a left wing three to make it 25-16.
Yeah, the praise of the defense has got to end when guys are getting left wide open from 3.
Stanley with it here for the Bulldogs, passing over to Myers. Myers bounce passes to Bradley, who will hand it now to Stanley. Stanley left side, loses the layup while going up. Quickly in transition, off the pass from Opoku Achampong, it's Chase Jones in the paint. Layup good, counted in the foul. So quick 5 points here on back-to-back possessions for Spring Mills is Chase Jones.
Well, this is part of what makes Spring Mills so dangerous, is that we saw on Friday even in the second half when the three-point show had ended for Spring Mills after that first quarter, that the guy that was really going off in the second half was Chase Jones, because he has the strength and the size to bully some of these smaller players of Martinsburg, and he's a little too quick for a guy like Carter Bradley, so he can really get into the paint and make the Bulldogs pay when Micah Green is on the bench.
Free throw knocked down by Chase Jones, so the lead now out to a dozen, 28-16, Spring Mills leading Martinsburg. Amsler off the inbound, sprints across with the dribble. Chalice, Key Adams, left corner three, no good. The ball now across here for Spring Mills. Opoku Achampong takes an NBA range three, hits off the front of the rim and then goes in somehow. And that makes it now 31-16.
The dam is broken. Martinsburg could not keep the offense going here in the second quarter to keep up with the Cardinals.
Amsler with it, 50 seconds left. He drives to left side, puts up a floater, and it's airballed, but rebounded down low by Myers. Gives it to Shalish, right corner three. Too strong, and that's grabbed by Tyler Jones, who immediately gives it to Boakway. You see Stovall in stride, Euro step, right side layup, good, making it 33-16. Spring Mills now up by 17 here, pulling away and holding Martinsburg to just 2 points here this quarter. Myers gives it to Key Adams in the left corner, inside the arc. Now goes to the elbow, kicks it out to Chalice, who head fakes. Step back, long two from the wing, short off the front of the rim. No good, rebounded by Chase Jones. Under 10 seconds left. He'll bring it across. Kicks it over to Tyler Jones, left corner. He drives to the elbow, puts up a shot, and it is good. What a run here to end the second quarter for Spring Mills. Dominating quarter number 2. And it's now out to a halftime lead here against Martinsburg of 35-16. We'll step aside and take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with our halftime show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti.
If you've been injured in a car accident, there are 3 things you need to know.
1, do not discuss your accident with an insurance company before you talk to a lawyer.
2, on average, car accident victims with a lawyer get over 3 times more money than those without one.
And 3, at Mansion Ferretti, if we don't win, you don't pay us, guaranteed. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Welcome back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as we have hit halftime. Spring Mills 35, Martinsburg 16. Our halftime score, halftime brought to you by Mansion Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Spring Mills able to flip the script in a big way in quarter number 2 after Martinsburg had a 14-12 lead through 1. Spring Mills comes out and outscores Martinsburg 23-2 in that second quarter, Dylan.
I thought Martinsburg had really held their own on defense for a good while, especially in the first quarter, a couple minutes in the second quarter. And then if Martinsburg went to that zone look, and honestly it made things easier for Spring Mills. They know they are coached very well. They have a good system. So they knew what answers to look for eventually. And eventually those shots started to fall. Those three-pointers with Opoku Achampong kind of kicking it out to his teammates, getting it underneath the guys cutting the baseline. And then Martinsburg just went totally cold. We didn't see Micah Green in that second quarter at all. Picked up 2 early fouls. We didn't see him pretty much after that.
Or Boston Todd, I believe, too.
Todd, the same deal. We've seen that before. Coach Rogers doesn't like to play guys with 2 fouls in the first half. And then Nykeem Thompson had some nice moments of getting inside, getting to the rim, putting up shots, but it felt like it just kind of happened naturally. It wasn't the point to any offense that was being run. With Spring Mills switching everything on defense, you should have opportunities to get him with Apoku Champong guarding him or Kenneth Stovall guarding him, Boakway, as opposed to Xavier Anderson or Chase Jones, but they didn't really find those opportunities. And once he went to the bench with 3 fouls, they looked totally lost on offense, and they had nothing, and Spring Mills started to feel that momentum on offense and pulled away.
Let's step aside, take a 2-minute break, and on the other side of that 2-minute break, we will get you your leading scorers here for the first half on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Back here as we continue with our halftime show. Our score, 35-16, Spring Mills leading Martinsburg. Let's get our first half scorers brought to you by the Marius Group of Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them today at 304-263-4343. Stop by, schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. So far for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, leading scorer is Nykeem Thompson with 9 points. Then you have 2 points each from Kevin Myers, Braden Amsler, and Micah Green, and 1 point from Zion Stanley to total up to 16 for the Bulldogs. For the Spring Mills Cardinals, it's Tyler Jones leading the way with 9 points. Kwesi Apoku-Achampong has 8 points. Chase Jones and Xavier Anderson both have 6 points each. And then you have Kenneth Stovall with 5 points and Hope Oakway with 1 point to total up to 35 for them. Step aside and take one last 2-minute break here at halftime. And on the other side of that break, we'll have quarter number 3 here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
We welcome you back here as both teams huddled up at their benches, going through their final adjustments. Colin McLaughlin here, Dylan Bishop alongside me. Camera crew, Tyler Strine, Ethan Elliott, Vernon Dale Bakel. Back in the studio is Kyler High again. Our apologies. The wind or something has had our Wi-Fi knocked out, so can't really control that. Hopefully it's back, so that way we can get back to YouTube soon. But if that does not happen, I still have good news. We do record every broadcast, so as long as the recording doesn't get messed up after this game, we will be able to at least put that on YouTube for you in full. Still on TV, still on radio, and here we go. Martinsburg begins with possession for quarter number 3. Todd back in the game. Chalice gets the pass from him. His shot blocked by Stovall down low, and quickly are the Cardinals back in transition. Stovall stops, passes it back to Akwesi. It's deflected, though, by Todd, but he goes out of bounds with it. So it'll stay with Spring Mills. So for Martinsburg, it's the starting 5. Amsler, Thompson, Micah Green, Boston Todd, Cody Chalice. For Spring Mills, it looks like it's the starting 5 as well. The 2 Joneses. Actually, no, Stovall.
It's Stovall
for Hope Oakway.
And I think that's for shooting, which I think is a good move.
Here's another stolen pass. It's Amsler going up, and he gets his dunk yet again. So that makes it 35-18.
It's his second breakaway steal already.
That time picking off Jones. Akwesi here guarded by Todd. And it's going to be called for a 5-second violation as he wasn't able to create enough space between them. And we're going to get a quick timeout taken by Coach Layton in Spring Mills with 7:12 left here in the third. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break, and then be right back here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
We welcome you back here out of the timeout, which are brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Todd stops, hands it to Amsler at the left wing, who slips, falls on the floor, still has the ball. 4 of the 5 Spring Mills Cardinals pile on top of them all, trying to grab that ball. Whistles blow, jump ball, possession arrow, Spring Mills.
Cardinals defense was just very tough in that first half. I don't know if Martinsburg will have the other answers here in the second half. All they can really try is Micah Green down low.
And now we get a trip here as Amsler was guarding Stovall in the left corner. Stovall was trying to dribble to his right. Got, as I said, tripped up over the feet of Amsler. So that is Amsler's third foul. It's Tyler Jones with it. Bounce passes down low to Chase here against Chalice in the right post. Gets double teamed, so he'll kick it out to Stovall on the left side. He drives in, kicks it out to the top of the key. Anderson thought about the three, instead attacks Micah Green, and he'll get called for a walk, so the shot doesn't count. And he can't believe it. And he has to be careful because he already had the one technical.
It's a good call. It was good defense by Micah Green, kind of threw him off.
Todd with it here on the right side. Wanted to dish it down low to Micah Green, but it's tipped out of bounds. Last off Spring Mills, so it'll stay with Martinsburg.
Todd's got to find his own shot more often, I think. There's a lot of times that he drives in the lane with the intention the whole way of passing the ball, and I think teams have caught on.
Inbound pass here, and Micah Green, he'll give it to Thompson. Thompson gets a screen, now drives to right side, jumps.
No travel.
He's going to be called with a travel for that hop. So 6:03 left here in the third. It's still Spring Mills 35, Martinsburg 18. Sorry, Dylan, for cutting off your point there.
And that's just that hop step has to come right in up into a shot. That's both feet touching the ground as you pick up the ball. That's 2 steps unless you do it perfectly. And that's going to be a travel if you don't shoot it immediately.
Anderson hands it to Akwesi. Akwesi drives to right side, puts up a floater, leaves it short off the front of the rim. Ball tipped around into the hands of Chase Jones. He'll put it up, and it's good for Spring Mills, making it 37-18. Todd will take it down the floor, has it poked away, and his pass now stolen, but he gets it right back from Chase Jones. Give it to Micah Green. He's going here against Anderson. 2 fighting, and Micah Green wins as he banks it up and in. Makes it 37-20.
That's the matchup to watch all night. We didn't get much of it in the first half.
Akwesi almost from the logo, and it's good. You can't give him any space, anytime, anywhere on the floor, as he knocks that one down from beyond NBA range to make it 40-20. Here's Amsler in response, and that one hits the wire off the rim, which counts as it being out of bounds. Spring Mills ball.
The Martinsburg shot selection has just not been quality enough tonight. Amsler in particular, I feel like, has taken a lot of pull-up jumpers, contested shots. It's been tough for him to get to the rim, so I think he's been settling. But he's got to use his athleticism when he can to get to the bucket.
Anderson hands it to Chase Jones, gets a screen now from X. Jones drives to right side, his layup short, rebounded by Micah Green. He'll give it to Todd, who looks down the floor, sees the transition. Here's an alley-oop from Amsler to Thompson. Shot no good, but a foul called. With 4:34 left here in the third, it's Amsler, when he was going in and put the lob up for Thompson, collided with, looks like, who was that called on? Stovall, and that's going to be his second for Spring Mills.
I don't really know why that's in the act of shooting. Because to me,
I don't either.
That was pretty clearly Amsler lobbing it for Thompson.
First free throw up and good. Make it 40-21. Second, no good. And that's going to be grabbed off the rim by Tyler Jones. He'll give it to Akwesi. Akwesi, another long three, and this time it's too strong, but it bounces over into the right corner to Tyler Jones. He'll give it now to Chase Jones. Back out to Tyler. Off the handoff, he'll give it to Xavier Anderson. Stops, bounce passes down low. Chase Jones turns here against Todd in the paint and puts it up and in to make it 42-21.
It's too easy for Jones down there. When Anderson can be at the top of the key, drawing Micah Green out of the paint, Chase Jones is going to have an easy matchup.
Todd drives in, gives it to Micah Green at the left post, and he has his dribble poked away, but now he's able to get it back. Fighting for positioning here against Xavier Anderson. Goes up with a shot. It's no good, but a foul called first against Xavier Anderson. And it looks like that will be on the floor So Martinsburg here with 3:45 left in the third, trailing by 21, has a baseline inbound.
Against a team like Spring Mills and a defender like Xavier Anderson, Micah Green's got to be more intentional with when he puts the ball on the floor. It needs to be quick.
Myers off a screen, which got plowed through as Amsler got knocked down. So another foul here against Spring Mills. It's third of the quarter. It looks like this time it's Chase Jones picking up his second. So both teams now, Spring Mills with 3 fouls, Martinsburg only with 1 here this quarter. Thompson gives it to Micah Green, down low this time on the right side. And we're going to get a blocking foul called here against Xavier Anderson, who got knocked down, but the official viewed it as a flop. So that's Anderson's third. Team fourth of the quarter for Spring Mills.
Well, I mentioned it earlier. I think the officials start to pick up on one of the biggest guys on the floor falling down a lot, and they stop taking the benefit of the doubt, or giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Micah Green gets the inbound at the right wing, gives it to Todd, who'll give it right back. No bounce pass right back for Todd. They want to get Green down low, but Anderson not giving him much space to do so. So Todd drives in, gives it to him in the paint, and he's going to get hacked. Micah Green tried to go up for the shot, and it was just swarmed by Anderson and Stovall. Whistles blow after the fact. While the foul was being processed, we got another technical foul.
It's apparently on Boston Todd.
And it's going to be against Stovall.
Oh, okay.
So the tech against Stovall, that's his third. I missed who the foul before that was called on, though.
That might have also been Stovall.
Which means he should be at 4 then, as Green misses the free throw. 3:07 left here in the third. It's still 42-21. Second free throw good by Micah Green. So if both... Oh, no. So here we go.
Okay.
There was the foul called against Stovall on the shot, and then the tech was called against Martinsburg.
So because I heard...
And it was Boston Todd.
I could hear Boston Todd say something like, I wasn't even talking to them, like over to Coach Rogers. So, and the official pointed at Boston Todd, so that seemed to be where the technical was.
To the line, missed the first, made the second to make it 43-22 now.
But there was just also a foul in Spring Mills leading up to that.
So we got everything cleared up. Spring Mills with the ball. It's Chase Jones dribbling back on the ear of the Bulldog logo now, back towards the top of the arc. Throws a pass in the left corner. It's deflected by Amsler, but still finds Tyler Jones. We'll give it to the wing to Xavier Anderson. He'll hand it over to Tyler Jones now, and he'll take a jumper from the left elbow, uncovered, and it's good for Tyler Jones to make it 45-22.
Very smart way for Xavier Anderson to play.
Now, in transition, back the other way, Amsler dribbling across. We get Tyler Jones called with a reach-in foul with 2:40 left here in the third, and that's going to be the fifth against Spring Mills in this quarter. So, free throws the rest of the way.
And what I meant by that with Xavier Anderson, you saw the way that Green was playing back, not really seeing him as a threat from the three-point line. Anderson very smartly went to hand off to Tyler Jones because he can then set a screen on Amsler, and Green has not come up to the level of the screen. That leaves Tyler Jones open at the three-point line.
Amsler misses both free throws. It's been a tough go for Martinsburg at the line today, as usual. Anderson dribbles once, now passes over to Chase Jones, who drives the right side, goes up with the left hand as they were spaced on the left side, and he'll lay it up and in to make it 47-22 now with 2:15 left here in the third. 25-point lead for Spring Mills.
The Bulldogs have really just felt flat since a couple minutes into the second quarter, especially coming out here in the third.
Thompson spins, drives to the side, and goes up with a layup. Another foul's called against Stovall on the shot. That will be Stovall's fourth. Third quarter brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Zerf. Law offices, call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today or visit them online at lawpbm.com. Third quarter also brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. As Thompson makes the first free throw. Second free throw, good as well. So that makes it 47-24. Spring Mill still in control as Akwesi Apoku-Achampong brings it across for the Cardinals. We'll pass over to the left wing for Chase Jones. Hand it now. Boquay gives it right back. Down low now to Boquay off Chase Jones. Layup good for Boquay. That makes it 49-24. Thompson goes coast to coast. The layup good on the right side. Give him 13 points now to make it 49-26. Apoku-Achampong on the left side here in front of the scores table. Gets a screen from Anderson. Weaves through traffic, goes into the paint, kicks it out to Chase Jones at the wing, who will hand it to Tyler Jones. Now to Boquay. Boquay drives to right side. Layup around the rim, no good. Tipped out. Last off, Martinsburg. 1:14 left here in the third. It'll stay Spring Mills ball.
Thompson inside has really been one of the only ways the Martinsburg offense has gotten going today. Spring Mills has found the answers on their side.
Akwesi passes to X, who gives it right back. It's a screen, does Apoku-Achampong. Now stuck in the right corner here against Micah Green, but somehow gets through it. Passes to Chase Jones, who fakes a pass to the corner. Takes the three from the left wing, and it's good. Give him 15 points now on the night to make it 52-26 as Spring Mills has once again doubled up the Bulldogs here with 45 seconds left in the third. Amsler going down low here from Micah Green. Once again against Xavier Anderson. He passes now to Kevin Myers, who's slashing off the right baseline, and he'll lay it up and in. That makes it 52-28.
This is a great read by Green to see the double team coming, and a great cut by Myers.
Anderson attacks Micah Green, reverse layup, gets it to fall somehow, some way to make it 54-28. Great body control there by Xavier Anderson. Micah Green again getting it, 10 seconds left here. He's going to keep it again. Xavier Anderson fell down, no call. Micah Green says, thank you very much. That gave me the space to put it up off the glass and in. And through 3 quarters played, it is 54-30. Your score, Spring Mills leads Martinsburg. It's right into the fourth after this 1-minute break here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Welcome back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse as we head to quarter number 4. And up by 24 are the Spring Mills Cardinals here against the Martinsburg Bulldogs. It's been an interesting one. Physical, technicals, of course, between these two.
Yep.
Kind of the usual.
These guys don't like each other.
No, they do not.
You get those rivalries. I mean, it carries over from football. You've seen this as the football state championship 2 seasons ago. Obviously, Xavier Anderson was a big part of that team for the Spring Mills Cardinals football. Martinsburg got the advantage in the state championship game. Spring Mills kind of on the come up in the Panhandle athletics in general. So
while you were talking there, Dylan, I think I just saw something that I don't think I've ever seen before in a game. Spring Mills used a timeout to get some extra time here between the quarters to talk. So both teams now have 3 timeouts left.
Okay.
Martinsburg start with possession as we begin quarter number 4. At least I had Spring Mills with 4 timeouts left. Now 3 as the scoreboard shows. And here's Micah Green, and he drives right into the chest of this time Hope Boakway and gets called with the charge. So Micah Green now has 3 fouls.
Green's got to get better with that. He lays that shoulder down. He's such a big player that guys are going to fall, and he's going to pick up those offensive fouls.
Here's Akwesi with another long 3, this time from the right side. And he drills it home. He's got 15 points now to lead the way alongside Chase Jones for Spring Mills to make it 57-30. And here's Todd with a missed layup back the other way. And Anderson lobs it down low to Boakway, who gives it right back. They kick it out to Tyler Jones. Wide open right corner 3. Good by Tyler Jones. Give him 14 points now. And another timeout taken here by Coach Layton of the Spring Mills Cardinals, as it's now a 30-point lead for them at 60-30 here against Martinsburg with 7:19 left in regulation. We'll take a 30-second break with them and be right back here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures, including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
We welcome you back here out of the timeout. 8 threes so far tonight for Spring Mills. So not the 16 they had on Friday, but still enough to give them right now a 30-point lead against Martinsburg. Amsler with the ball for the Bulldogs. His pass deflected by Tyler Jones, and almost taking it away was him, but instead Myers gets there first as he goes into the paint, now kicks it out to Todd. He's going to regroup for Martinsburg as he goes down low for Micah Green. And immediately a whistle blows as soon as Green gets the ball. And a foul is called against Xavier Anderson. And that's going to be his 4th of the game. Team first of the quarter. Green gets the lobbed inbound pass. Give it to Thompson at the free throw line. He'll dribble back behind the 3-point line and now pass over to the right wing for Todd. Gives it to Myers in the left corner. Fakes a 3, guarded against Anderson. His pass almost thrown away, but Thompson able to get there as he dribbles over. We'll give it back to Todd, who's now dribbling on the teeth of the Bulldog logo at midcourt.
Chase Jones fronting Micah Green well, not letting him get the ball.
Todd stops his dribble at the right elbow. Will hand it to Myers at the top of the yard. Fakes a handoff to Amsler. Now gives it to Myers. He goes down low for Green. Green triple teams, and it doesn't matter. Kiss it off the glass and in from the left block to make it 60-32. He's only got 9 points, though, here tonight, compared to the 19 on Friday.
Missed most of that first half. Got 2 fouls early.
Akwesi drives the right side. Wide open layup is good for Apoku Achampong. Give him 17 points now, and the lead back out to 30.
Akwesi just does it all well. Great quickness, good handle, great three-point shot. Good at the rim, good passing and vision.
Here's Amsler, wide open 3 from the right wing, too strong. Thompson, though, with the rebound down low, and he'll lay it up and in. Give him 15 points now to make it 62-34. Here's Anderson in the left corner, drives in, Layup too strong, rebounded by Micah Green as Anderson was cherry picking a bit for the for the Cardinals. Here's the Bulldogs back the other way. Amsler with an easy layup as Spring Mills a little lazy there, unusual getting back defensively. That makes it 62-36.
Probably let off the gas. Less than 6 minutes left, almost up by 30.
Anderson just standing there with the ball at midcourt, trying to get Micah Green to come out to him. He does so. He backs off, and we just get the cat and mouse here between Anderson and Micah Green. Anderson finally picks up his dribble. We'll hand it to Hope Boquay. He'll give it right back. Anderson calls again for the ISO. This time drives the right side at the wing. He'll stop. His pass wanted to go down low to Chase Jones, but Myers intercepts it. Myers, it's past Tyler Jones. Now passes to Amsler. Amsler, right side layup from the left wing, and it's good. Counted in the foul for Amsler. 4:40 left in the fourth. That makes it 62-38. So Spring Mills still with a pretty comfortable lead, but Amsler to the line now with the and-one opportunity.
Seemed like a good bit of contact on that other end of the floor. Chase Jones, you can see, still currently talking to one of the officials about it. He fell to the floor. Kevin Myers got the steal. Hard from all the way up here to really tell, but I wouldn't doubt if there was some contact there that wasn't called.
Boquay was called with that foul. The free throw by Amsler's good to make it 62-39. Kwesi with it, sees the lane wide open, goes right through it. Layup good to make it 64-39. Give him 19 points now here tonight. Thompson, coast to coast, right side layup was good, but a foul on the floor first against Tyler Jones to wipe away the made bucket.
As skilled as Kwesi Apoku-Achampong is, the thing that feels like makes him so good is it feels like he always has the answers to the test. If a pick and roll comes, they switch it, I do this. If they blitz it, I do this. If I drive and they come at me and help, I do this. He seems to always make the right move.
Micah Green gets the inbound, gives it right back to the inbounder, Nakeem Thompson. His shot no good, but he gets the rebound, or was that Stanley that might have actually got the rebound? And a tie-up jump ball possession arrow Spring Mills occurs right after that here with 4:14 left in regulation. Kwesi gets the inbound. He'll send a long pass over his head to the opposite side of the floor to Anderson. He'll give it right back to Kwesi. Kwesi gets a screen here at the left wing, right in front of Spring Mills' bench. Guarded against Chalice. Trying to go ISO is Kwesi. He shoos everybody off, and now a 5-second violation called. As Chalice was close enough, according to the official, to get that count. Turnover, Martinsburg ball.
A little too much dancing, I guess. That's the thing that Martinsburg started doing, was instead of blitzing him, they were switching the screens, and he started to use those matchups like Green and Chalice to try to ISO and get to the rim. That time he just danced around too much.
Thompson brings it across. We'll give it to Chalice, who gives it right back. Lobs the pass to Stanley in the right corner overhead. Gives it back to Thompson at the top of the key. And he lost it, but Amsler able to recover. Takes a long three from the left wing, off the side of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around, and Chase Jones gets it and turns. And contact initiated. So we get a foul. Called offensively against Chase Jones. I'll say he's the one that swung his elbows into Stanley. So it's an offensive foul called against him. Score remains Spring Mills 64, Martinsburg 39, 3:26 left. Pretty much in the ball game unless Martinsburg can pull off the miracle of miracles here tonight. It's that pass thrown too low for Amsler to get to from Stanley. It goes into the Martinsburg bench. Turnover, Spring Mills ball.
I would have been very confused by that foul call if it was on Zion Stanley. I believe he felt the same way. He was very confused when he thought it was on himself. It was a good call.
So Micah Green once again going back to the bench here for Martinsburg. Kevin Myers will check in. They go once again back to that small lineup. Myers will have the duty here against Xavier Anderson, who quickly sends a pass to Tyler Jones, who gives it to Chase Jones, drives the left side of the baseline and goes up with a reverse layup, and it's good. That makes it 66-39.
There's just not a lot of players built in the EPAC to guard Chase Jones.
Amsler off a screen from the top of the key, knocks down a long three. His first of the night. Give him a dozen as a Kwesi Apoku-Achampong on the far side brings it across. And we get a reach-in foul called here against Stanley. That will be his first with 2:55 left to go here in the fourth.
Coach Rogers wanted a timeout after that three-pointer, but he wasn't granted it.
Boquay will send the inbound in for Anderson. He gets slightly double-teamed here as Akwesi was close enough to him that Stanley was able to kind of come over and help. So now they give it to Akwesi, who gives it to Anderson, gives it to Chase Jones, who'll fire past to Tyler Jones, left corner three, airballed. But right to Chase Jones, who head fakes, get Amsler to jump, and then he'll lay it up and in right after that to make it 68-42. So he's got 19 points now.
He's been impressive as the game goes on.
Amsler wanted the step back three against Tyler Jones, didn't get enough space, so he'll pass it to Thompson. Thompson guarded against Akwesi, gets double teamed now with Boquay, so he'll give it to Chalice at the right wing, gives it over to Stanley. And now we'll get that full timeout taken by Coach Rogers with 2:09 left here in the fourth. Spring Mills 68, Martinsburg 42. Back in 30 seconds here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
We welcome you back here. Quarter number 4 is brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly. Rock's. Fourth quarter is also brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Visit them online at skinnerwins.com. Well, looks like Spring Mills will get its 16th win of the season and improve to 8-1 in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Martinsburg's going to fall to 8-11 and finish in the EPAC 5-5.
And I thought Martinsburg did a good job in the first quarter, into the second quarter a little bit, in being really intense on defense, finding some open spots on offense. But it kind of felt like they needed to play perfectly to hang with Spring Mills. And at best, they got a quarter of perfect basketball.
Myers with the inbound will bring it across. Gives it to Stanley. Catch and shoot three. Almost banked in. No good. But he gets his own rebound as he followed his shot. However, his putback's no good. It's rebounded by Anderson, who immediately pass it to Akwesi, who gets bumped into and falls to the floor as he's now helped up. That foul again going to be against Zion Stanley. His second, it looks like, for Martinsburg this quarter. That'll be the third. The inbound to Akwesi. Dribbles across, and another foul called against Stanley, who was just trailing Akwesi the entire way. Again, bumped into him in the paint this time. So now he has 3, and the team has 4 this quarter.
Stanley plays really physical.
He does.
Man, energy and effort is the reason he's in the rotation. And in a lot of ways, that's exactly what you want out of your role players, and you really
Sometimes he lacks discipline, though.
Yeah, you like having that on your defense, but yeah, he plays too aggressive, too physical at times, gets called for fouls.
Here's Akwesi, left corner 3. No good, and a foul down low with 1:41 left here in the fourth. As Adams and Mazio had to be separated there. We'll see if it looks like it might be a double foul called here with 1:41 left in this fourth quarter. It's Spring Mill 68, Martinsburg 42. It sounds like, if I can hear correctly, it is Martinsburg's ball, and the foul was only called against Mazio. So no double foul. Adams innocent, Mazio guilty was the verdict. Myers with the inbound. Brings it across. Bounce pass to the left wing. It's caught by Amsler, who just fired a pass into the general vicinity of Micah Green, and it's poked away, and a fast break ensues for Spring Mills, and we get a layup here for Chase Jones on the right side. Give him 21 points now to make it 70-42. Myers bounce passes to Stanley. Gives it right back to Myers, who sends a high pass over to Chalice, who almost went out of bounds, so he just throws it behind his back and away, and another fast break ensues for Spring Mills with Boquay and Tyler Jones, and Tyler Jones goes up with the right side layup and is fouled in the process, and it's Zion Stanley again. Now he's up to 4 fouls. With 1:02 left here in the fourth, Tyler Jones to the free throw line.
Yeah, he came out here in the last few minutes of this fourth quarter and was the living embodiment of, I got 5 of these.
I'm going to spend them. Tyler Jones makes the first to make it 71-42 as Myers going to take a seat on the bench for Boston Todd. Jones. Second free throw up. That one good as well. Make it 16 points now for him. And a 72-42 score. Another 30-point lead as of right now for Spring Mills. Just going to empty its bench out here before we resume. It is Dobson will check in. And Chase Jones will check out. And oddly enough, gets a round of applause from Martinsburg student section and a few of its cheerleaders too, so wonder if maybe there was some words being exchanged. One could assume as Todd with it for Martinsburg. Bounce passing down low to Micah Green. Micah Green gets triple teamed, pivots, fades away, puts up the shot, and is fouled, so he'll go to the line. 48.3 seconds left here tonight.
And I do think this game looks a little different if Micah Green doesn't get those 2 early fouls, and maybe that run from Spring Mills in the second quarter isn't as bad, where Martinsburg didn't feel like they could find anything on offense, and maybe, just maybe, Spring Mills doesn't come out here with more energy, or there is no energy from the Martinsburg side in the second half, but the ball has bounced the way it did.
Green makes both free throws. That makes it now 72-44. Key Adams going to check in for Micah Green, so his night's done with 48.3 seconds left here remaining. It's the inbound pass intended for Isaiah Wong is tipped out of bounds on the far side of the floor by Chalice. So Spring Mills with another inbound here as Martinsburg continues with its full court press, but leaves Paul wide open. Right side layup just taken off the backboard without apology by Braden Amsler, and quickly back the other way is George in the paint. His layup no good, but he is fouled.
Amsler's got hops, man. And yeah, I think the student section is just big fans of George here.
George at the line, free throw up. And that's good. And there you go. The student section goes crazy here for Martinsburg. Second one. No good. So it's 72-45. Kwesi tries to bring it across, and Chalice gets called with a foul. So that's enough to put Spring Mills in the bonus, so Kwesi will go to the line here with exactly 32 seconds left.
Was Uriah George the homecoming king, Colin? I know his sister was the queen, I believe.
Oh, boy,
I want to say that he was. I think
having me reach way back into the brain, and I was not ready for that question.
You know, I'm only a substitute here in the county, but as I take it, George is one of those, like leadership, maybe leadership class. He has Derek Gallagher at least, but One of those guys that's popular outside of just sports.
Kwesi missed the first, made the second. Have to go back and check. Here's a three from Uriah George, and he knocks it down from the right wing to make it 73-48.
He's made good on us talking about him here in the last minute.
Kwesi will bring it across. Gives it over to Zach Paul. Left corner three, no good. And it's rebounded by Amsler. Gives it to George. And George wants another one here at the buzzer. And it's no good, but he gets it back. Shot not in time. And that's your ball game. Final score, Spring Mills 73, Martinsburg 48. So another 25-point win for the Cardinals. They get the season sweep over Martinsburg. And we'll step aside and take a 1-minute break and then be back with our post-game show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Carpet World is more than just carpet. Carpet World specializes in a complete selection of hardwood floors by respected names like Armstrong, Bruce, Shaw, and Mohawk, and tile by Dowell Tile, American Oleum, and Mannington for all rooms in your home. And Carpet World can update your bathroom shower with very attractive ceramic tile walls and floor. Financing with up to 12 months deferred interest is available, along with experienced quality installation at Carpet World, 2330 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. CarpetWorldofMartinsburg.com.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Welcome back here to the Martinsburg Fieldhouse inside Martinsburg High as we welcome you in to our postgame show brought to you by the Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials in a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Go ahead, check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Tonight's final score, Spring Mills 73, Martinsburg 48. So Spring Mills now 16-2 overall, 8-1 in the EPAC. Martinsburg 8-11 overall, 4-6 in the EPAC. So one game remaining on the schedule for the Bulldogs. That is Saturday against Beckley. We'll have that game for you Saturday afternoon. For Spring Mills, they are back against Hedgesville on Wednesday, and then they finish the season at University on March 5th. Dylan, before we get our post-game stats here, just your thoughts on tonight's ball game.
Martinsburg really had no energy by the time the second half rolled around, but it was that second quarter where things really got out of control and showed a lot of the issues. Micah Green goes to the bench with 2 fouls, and that shows some of that was his fault picking those up. It was an offensive foul, at least one of them. And really the only offense that Martinsburg felt like they had was when Nykeem Thompson was able to get into the rim against those smaller defenders and use his size and his strength and ability to finish through contact. But once that slowed down, you didn't really get any open looks for Amsler or Chalice tonight. Kevin Myers, his skill set was kind of neutralized by the athletic defenders of Spring Mills. Xavier Anderson down low. Kept a lot of Martinsburg out of the paint in ways that they can usually get there. They're just really hard to handle, is Spring Mills, and they started to figure things out. Martinsburg went to a zone with Green on the bench in the second quarter, and the Cardinals are just well coached enough and smart enough to where they finally figured out some answers. They are good enough shooters to where they made them pay for playing the zone, and they just pulled away with their talent and their shooting, their smarts and their size.
Yeah, you look at it, 8 3-pointers tonight for Spring Mill, so only half of last game.
That's what they got in the first quarter last game.
That is exactly what they got in the first quarter on Friday in that 84-59 win against Martinsburg. But here tonight, you make 8 and you win, still by 25, this time 73-48. Spring Mills also 11 of 14 from the free throw line. I don't keep track, though, unfortunately, of how many three-point shots they attempted to make those 8 threes. On the other side, for Martinsburg, only made 2 threes. Again, don't know how many they attempted. And then at the free throw line, 10 of 20, so 50% as a team from the charity stripe. Tough.
Yeah, I thought the Bulldogs' defense was pretty good for about a quarter and a half.
Yeah.
And the man-to-man with Micah Green in the game in particular, so I think the foul trouble kind of hampered Martinsburg there. But like I said, during the game, it felt like they kind of needed to be perfect to keep match with Spring Mills, keep that intensity for the full game, and they just weren't able to. So once Martinsburg started to throw out a different lineup, a little less strength, some weaknesses that poke out, they weren't playing as well, they weren't getting the matchups they liked. Spring Mills, the superior talent and size shown through.
Let's get the rest of your post-game stats now, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit them online at burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. For Martinsburg, leading scorer of the night was Nykeem Thompson with 15 points. Then you had Braden Amsler with 12 points. Micah Green had 11 points. Ryan George and Kevin Myers finished with 4 points each. Then Zion Stanley had 1 to total up the 48 for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. For Spring Mills, leading scorer with 21 points was Chase Jones here tonight. Kwesi Apoku-Achampong finished with 20 points. Tyler Jones finished with 16. Then you had Xavier Anderson with 8, Kenneth Stovall with 5, and Hope Bokwe with 3 to total up the 73 here this evening for Spring Mills. So lastly, before we wrap things up, we got to get our player of the game, which is brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Who do you have as tonight's player of the game, Dylan?
How many points did Apoku-Achampong end up having?
20.
Okay. Yeah, it's him then.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't
again
so far behind. He's the best player on the floor.
Yes.
And he might be the best player in state. Obviously, you got other players in other areas to contend with, but just the ones that we see all the time, it's hard to argue for a better player than Kwesi. Just like I said, he has that game where the offense is spectacular because he can do everything. And no matter what defense they throw at him, he seems to know what the answer to that is. If you try to blitz my screens, I'm going to try to split them. I'm going to try to get around them, and I'm going to make the pass. If you just switch, I'm going to ISO. I'm going to drive by you, and when the help comes, I'm going to find the open man. I'm going to spray it out. I can hit layups at the rim. I can hit from three-point range, NBA range. I can make a great pass. It's really impressive. And it's hard for a lot of teams to stop, especially when he's got a lot of talent around him.
All right. For Kyler High back at the studio, our camera crew here this evening, Ethan Elliott, Vernon Dale Backel, Tyler Strine. Alongside me, Dylan Bishop, I'm Colin McLaughlin, signing off for tonight's broadcast. Again, tonight's final score, Spring Mills 73 and Martinsburg 48. This has been West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10. Have a good night.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett. Hagerstown Ford. Fort Evans Archery. Rocks Local Markets. The Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys. Cody's Auto Body. The Palace Lounge. Parsons Ford of Martinsburg. The Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers. The Berkeley County Health Department. Bodwell Insurance Solutions. Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors. WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers. The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm. CMA Honda of Winchester. CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg. CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg. Floor Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg. Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.